Hi guys, I've got something slightly different for you today. I've managed to play over 2,000 hands since the last video, so I'm actually going to have to split my poker diary videos into two different videos to cover each 1,000 hand separately. So let's just get straight on with it. And go through some of the hands. So the four biggest pots from the first 1,000 hands. Here we go. We get an open and a call and a call and a call, and it's our turn in the big blind. We obviously squeeze. We make it a fairly large sizing, 42 cents to go. Could even make it bigger than this, to be honest. We get a call, and then the back jam by this fairly tight player who's rocking those nitty stats. So, but because he didn't 3-bet, when it folds back to us, I'm extremely confident that we're just ahead because he doesn't have aces and kings. He'll have like ace king maybe, queens maybe, and then jacks, tens, nines, ace queen, that kind of range. So we're just vastly ahead. We don't have to worry about everyone else because they didn't 4-bet. So we just stick it in ourselves. We are against nines, which is good for us, and we managed to hold that run out for a nice pot, $5. 250 big blinds going our way. We actually run it twice, and we get the top set on the second one. Not bad at all. Lock it up. Okay, this one. Aces. Aces pre is always a good sign. We get an open for the min, and we hit pot to 3-bet. Folds back down around to this guy who min 4-bets, so we're pretty happy to get in the 5-bet. We make it a fairly small sizing, which seems fine, and we get the call. Jack 10-5, we've got 154 behind, the pot's 121, so I'm already thinking about how to best get the money in. I believe there are two options. We could either bet quarter pot here, as we do in our 4-bet pot, because we have such a tight range that there's not much protection to be had with a lot of our hands, and to get the most value we can just bet small with our entire range. We could also just jam right here with select hands like aces kings and not ace king. I decide in real time to bet a quarter, and we get a call. 6 clubs turn, he checks, and now we've got 2/3 pot left, so we just jam. Get snapped off by the king queen suited, which is obviously a horrendous call, and we manage to hold that one for a nice pot, 429 going our way. This one, we have ace king in the small blind. We face a limp, another limp, and an isolation by a taggy regular. So we have a pretty easy 3-bet. We make it 39 cents, which seems like a fine sizing. With first limper, who's rocking very, very loose stats, makes the call, and it folds around. King jack 6, we've got just under 2 SPR behind, so I'm thinking about how best to get the money in. I think if we bet our entire range a third pot here, because we have a massive range advantage versus this guy, and then jam the turn, seems pretty good to me. So we bet, he calls, 5 of spades turn, and I'm thinking that I should just jam this, but in real time I check, and I think this is a mistake strategically, because we've got top pair, top kicker, which is definitely one of the better hands in our range, and I don't think we benefit from checking compared to betting often. I don't think we benefit enough by checking to trap. I think we should just jam. In any case, he checks back, jack, river, and I kind of compensate by jamming the river. But I think this is clearly a worse bet than if we were to just jam the turn ourselves, because the jack paired, obviously all his jacks improve. It makes it less likely that we're bluffing because we checked the turn and now we jam the river. Like, you know, it makes our range just a little bit worse in my opinion. And in any case, he calls with queen jack suited, which is fine, obviously, but just not happy. I'm not happy with how I play that hand, and that's the whole point of this video series, just trying to catch the small mistakes that I make, like deciding to not jam the turn. But we lose that one, and we've got our last one to go through, which is a fairly nice one to go through in my opinion. So we get an open, a call, and a call. So we've got a very nice squeezing hand. Squeezing spot, make it 36 cents. Face a call, and 2 folds. 9-3 deuce, we're in a 3-bet pot, so we've bet a third pot with our entire range because we've got an advantage. So we do, and we get raised. When we get raised in this kind of spot, we always have to ask ourselves what is our opponent's tendencies. And you can see by his VPIP PFR, 44-31 over 50 hands. It's fairly aggressive. You could even go deeper and look into his post-flop statistics, but unfortunately that doesn't tell us too much. He's only had 5 check raising opportunities. Well, not even just check raising, just 5 re-raising opportunities, and he's not taken them. But that does not mean necessarily that he's nutted here. It just means that he's not taken any spots, and 5 is too small a sample to draw anything. This VPIP PFR is more telling, in my opinion, that he's just aggressive. And because we've got jacks with a club, this is a pretty easy go with, in my opinion. So we go with it. We get called by the 4-5 of clubs. So when he made the call, he had 4-5 of clubs. Obviously, he's got the odds to call. He's actually a slight favourite, 53% to win on the flop. So we have to sweat it out. And fortunately enough, we do hold for a pot of $5.24. 18 cents raked, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Alright, catch us next time. We're going to go through the next 1,000 hands immediately, so make sure you're tuning in for that. Alright, catch you then.